GNP business, the Lord of my witness, and this is Frank, owner of G.N.P Cane Corsos, G.N.P LUX'PUP Homes, and the G.N.P Umbrella Corp. And as you see right here, we are doing our first actual long extended video, which would be a video that's 10 to 20 minutes long. My long videos are usually 6 to 8, maybe 9 minutes long. So with that being said, this video is based off the box build process, and where I was showing a lot of the shorts that you've seen I started out with, that a lot of you guys have supported with your likes, your subscribes, your interactions. I don't see much comments yet, but always comment, because I will interact in the comments. If you have any question about the dogs, any question about the builds, or just overall just planning to get a Cane Corso and you want to get the full package, where you have your Cane Corso pup, you have a house for him to grow in that's prepared for all mistakes and accidents, whether it be the owner or the pup, and as well as last for years to come. So with that being said, as you see from my work, I make sure everything is cut to spec, everything is even and leveled. You don't have an offset house, something that just looks like it's just put together, or it's a rookie DUI or DIY or whatever you call it. But anyways, I don't keep up with the acronyms as much as I should. But to get back to business, as you see right here, I told y'all in the shorts, we were working on 4 houses for my 4 dogs that I have. And that was going to be in the backyard where I have those 4 dogs. That was going to be the siring father and 3 of his sons. And as well as I was going to end up building another one that I had already started, which you'll see kind of soon off in a video, which was kind of a basic build, something that I really didn't put much effort into. I was just getting an idea and just figuring things out at that time. But as you see, fellas, get a truck. It's your best thing that you can do, because like you seen there, getting all of these 2x4s that are 8 foot plus long and whatnot like that, that truck really does come in handy. And as you see, this was my wood shop before I show you how I've created a new wood shop in order to get this stuff cut down to spec and make sure it's good and whatnot. But in life, when it gives you lemons, you squeeze it over salmon. And this is what I'm doing here. But as you see right here, as I said before, your houses will be sturdy. They will be framed out. I have my neighbor helping out with some things just to make sure that that assurity of sturdiness, stability, and overall lasting for years to come is there. So that starts from the frame and works all the way out to the exterior, where you can have your windows, which it will feature those on certain models, but you can get custom windows, etc. You can have the doggy doors, etc., and so forth and so on. There's a lot that we're going to be adding to these things, which I will be having a website coming up soon where you can look at my siring dogs, which I have male and female siring dogs, and I also offer studding services as well. If you have a female Cane Corso and you are looking to get your kennel started, I can get you started. We have some of the best pedigree for the Cane Corso breed that is actually an Italian Mastiff, and not these new breed American Mastiffs, etc., that these guys are cooking up. So with that being said, to get back to the box build, as you see, we're getting these things walled up, and then as you see those cutouts at the front, those are going to be your air conditioner and heater mounts for you to have AC and heater, whether it be summertime, wintertime, etc. Of course, you will have the waterproof papering, as well as the same, I believe it's called flanks or something like that, that you would have on top of your roof. Excuse me if I said that wrong, but it's something like that. But as you see right there, the doors are going up. It's heavy duty doors. And yes, this is the wood build, but if you would like the wood and steel build, you can get that as well. That will be on the website featured as well, where you will have it made out of sturdy wood. And then you will have your steel sections as well, where they would have it like a gate, etc. So yes, at GNP Lux'PUP Homes, we are putting a lot of time, thought, and effort into creating dog homes that you can appreciate and cherish, and more so importantly, your dog do the same as well, because they have a space that is more comfortable for them. Maybe you're tired of seeing them lounging in the yard and so forth and so on. So yes, that is a thing. Dogs can use the bathroom excessively when they have access to a full yard and they really don't have a real dwelling where they would respect that this is not the space to use the bathroom, etc. So keep that in mind as well. So also, I want to say that our new build will be coming, which is it's going to be like I believe it's going to be a 4x6. And that one will be, I forgot the name I was putting on that one, but stay tuned for that build, because it's going to be a 4x6. It's going to be kind of like for small to medium sized dogs, and it will be 2-story. Yes. So they will have the stairs and all kind of exercising exits and entrances where they can go inside and out this house. And it will still be where it looks housey, but not just like an obstacle course. It will be like that on the inside. So keep that in mind. We are working on the specs for that one and getting everything figured out for us, materials and so forth and so on, that we will need to bring that one to life. But as you see, back to the box build, I work day and night to build this stuff. And why? Because I know it was going to be getting cold. Right now it was the hot. So, I wanted to give them a place where they can escape the sun and actually cool off and use their AC, which that's just a small fan. I picked the wrong size at that time, but I just had to get a general scale to size view of what I would need. So it was custom fans that I would have to find, which there is a vendor that I will provide for that for other people who are not as hip to certain materials that they may need if they are in this same business as well. I don't gatekeep. So with that being said, I'm getting everything spec'd out. Yes, I will say that a lot because that's just my favorite word to say when it comes to building. I'm getting things spec'd out. But anyways, G.N.P Lux'PUP Home is here to provide luxury homes for all those in need. And with that being said, I will let y'all look on to the video. We will come back momentarily for other messages, but I will let some music play as well just to keep you guys entertained and not talk as much. Thank you. G.N.P Lux'PUP Homes, G.N.P XL Cane Corsos, G.N.P Umbrella Corp. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, and stay tuned for all videos and content. Thank you.
Oh, I'm a bad boy. A fucking bad boy. Oh, I'm a bad boy. You drop us home with your smile. You make us hurt, but we don't mind. I can't resist your lips or your eyes. I know you're the devil in disguise, but baby, I'm not scared. Just let me into the devil's lair. Make me feel like a man. Make me feel like a bad boy. Make me feel like a man. Oh, let me be your favorite toy.
All right, GNP, business, the Lord of my witness, and this is Frank. We are back after a short musical break, and as you see, and I told you before, we work day and night on these products so we can bring them to life. As you see there, I had the solar panel lights for the doors and as well as the alarm system, so you can hear if they were to possibly open the door or someone was to try and Lord forbid, try and steal your dog. But with our Cane Corsos, you won't have that problem. They get very territorial once they take to their owner. And right now, that's me because they know I birthed them and everything like that. But once I hand them off to you, they will know to protect you at all costs. Trust me on that. And with that being said, as you see here, there's double lock latch security as well as the security alarm. Then you see you got your solar panel light just so if you want to look out there, that'll be a window as well. I forgot to mention that as well. So it'll be a window, heating, and cooling vent, or associate cutout, if you will. So that's what you see there. That's going to be for the windows so you can look into them. And of course, the windows will have breathing holes as well, just in case they have an accident or anything like that and you have to go in and clean it up. And of course, we will have the turf. So with that being said, all you have to do is, if you don't already have one, get you a little vacuum clean or shampooer from Walmart. Says like 50, 60 bucks. And then you can always keep it clean if they ever have an accident. But as you see, we're day by day with this, getting this build done. And I really put a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into this, because there's times where I don't want to say hurt myself, but I kind of nicked myself a bit with a few things like nail guns, drills, etc. So, Lord forbid I ever do that again. But yes, I did have a couple mishaps, but you really won't see those in this time lapse. But yeah, as you see, we go hard and then we go home. So with that being said, I'm just doing my thing and getting it together. As you see, and I mentioned before up in the shorts, these are the sectional gates. Now, when you order or purchase a home, you can add these to the order as well. They will not come with the gate. It will be a package for that, where you can actually get the type of house that you want built, and then you can add the gates onto it, or you can just have the house itself. It's up to you, your choice, but that's the way it's gonna be, and that's the way it is. But with that being said, as you see for yourself, they're pretty sturdy. I don't cheap out. I don't just do things all crazy or unethical, if you will. I was trying to find another word, but I will just go with that one. But as you see, I'm just getting this stuff together. That's 4 gates. We initially did, I believe, 5 or 6 of them just to make sure every house was covered. And from there, we just went ahead and got ready to get it done. And in just a few more minutes, you'll see all of that coming together. So we're going to take another musical break, and you guys stay tuned.
Look pretty, and if your train's on time, you can get to work by 9. It starts a slaving job to get your pay. If you ever get annoyed, look at me, I'm self-employed. I love to work and nothing all day, and I've been taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. We've been taking care of business. It's all mine. Taking care of business. And I've been working overtime, work out. There's for easy ass fishing. You can be a musician if you can make sounds, not a pillow. Get a second-hand guitar. Chances are you go far if you get in with.
All right, guys, and we're back with more voiceover. And as you see right here, we're working on the heavy-duty casters and gliders that we got from Harbor Freight. And I would recommend, if you are doing any projects where you would need to use casters and gliders, say you're making a tote or something like that, you would want to go to Harbor Freight because they're more cost effective to the public than what you would get at a store like Home Depot or Ace Hardware or something like that. But as you see right there, we got those casters and gliders put in the center versus putting them on the support legs that you see as on all 4 corners because of how my gateway is made, or my entryway is made. So with that being said, we had to put those in the middle, and as you see, there is no wobbling or anything like that. It's just a perfect space for it to stay stable on all four corners as well as center. But with that being said, we're speccing out the inside for the pups just so they can go ahead and get ready to get in, because it was really hot in Houston this year and they were not liking it at all. So I really had to get these houses built up and get them built up fast. As you can see from that way that the sun hits my backyard, it just reflects it in and it gets really hot. But with that being said, we're going to work all of the gates in, start finishing up the finishing touches. And as you see right here with this first house that I just put in, that's exactly what it would look like at your house. Unless you want it like in the middle or whatever like that, then I would do 2 gates. But with that one, we started with the already home gate as well as the door and then the built gate that I have for the house. And then with that being said, we're going to lock those in. But I had to take a quick break, get some watermelon, rehydrate, and then we got back to it. So clean as you go when you're doing projects and whatnot like that. And we killed 2 birds with 1 stone by being able to take the doors, which you see everything fits through the new gate that I built just perfect. So you know that I make sure all of my specs are very much down to size. So with that being said, as you see right there, we're working in the second house, bringing in the gate that's needed for it, and then we're going to lock that one in. And then also I had to bring in the third house as well just to go ahead and get that out the way because I didn't want to do it. And of course I do have a lot of rocks over there. So that's about the only thing that was stopping it from rolling through smoothly. But with that being said, we're going to finish up. We're going to finish up getting everything through. I had my helper with me and things went smoothly. This process did take a lot, but it really didn't take much. Because once I got the hang of it with the first house, the second house was a breeze, and the third house was even faster, fourth house even more so. So with that being said, we worked that one in. That's the prototype house that I told you guys about before. As you see, it's just basic, something for their father actually, because like he needed something more heavy duty. So that's why I really made that like that, because he could break one of those houses. But with that being said, as you see right here, we're getting everything together, putting up all of the doors. So everything is sectioned off for each pup as far as feeding, using the restroom if they don't get to come out into the yard at a certain time and whatnot like that. But this is how it will look depending on how many dogs you have at your home and depending on the size and space that you have of a backyard. So all you will have to do is look at one of my shorts, or you can comment and I will get your information. I will contact you in a prompt time and we can discuss you getting your new G.N.P LUX'PUP home.
G.N.P LUX'PUP HOMES, G.N.P Business, the Lord is my witness, G.N.P Cane Corso. This is Frank, your owner. And here you see right here, the vision that I've been telling y'all about. It's took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of strenuous time and whatnot like that to make this build come together. Mind you, this is nobody else's build. To some people, they might try to say, oh, that's basic, this, that, and the third. Well, you go put the money, the time, and your skill into it and tell me how far you get along with it. But to keep this video short, yes, the Cane Corsos are available. This was a big project for my pups right here. As you can see, they all 3 up in there. Give them a close-up on them right there. I'm letting 2 of those males go. It's gonna be the gray one right there and the darker gray one. The tricolor I'm keeping. That's Carter and that's Smoke. So if anybody wants Carter and Smoke, I'm letting them go for 800. So with that being said, you can get you a Cane Corso for 800. They're about a year and a half old, and they're good to go. They got shots, AKC certification, everything. But to get back to the bill, as you can see, my people that's been waiting on me to get to you, it's not easy, but it's getting done. So with that being said, we just about 90% done. We just got a few more things to spec out, and then we good to go. So with that being said, G.N.P Business, the Lord of my witness. And y'all stay tuned. $500 deposit, $1,500 balance if you want a Cane Corso puppy. They all ready to go. They got all of their vaccines. They all good to go. G.N.P Business, Lord of my witness.